Alright, welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 369. We are here reviewing episode 1122 of the series, The Last Lesson Impact Heart Inherited, and chapter 1129. First of which, there is an announcement. With this very episode, the anime is on hiatus for 6 months. Well, it's resuming March 30th next year. The reason why this is because I've heard a couple different reasons. One, try to keep with the quality. Another was because the show is changing time slots. Yep. And there will be an anime next week, basically reviewing a special, yes, a 30-minute special, known as One Piece Fan Letter. That's premiering next week. And after that, that'll be the last new anime thing related to One Piece I'm going to be reviewing for a bit. Unless, of course, I'm also going to still review the dub. That's still going to happen. So, after next week, the only time you probably see any One Piece reviews is probably if I review, hopefully when I get a chance to review the live-action TV show, which has got a few episodes to go, the manga, and surprisingly, One Piece has never had a light novel released here. If there's any One Piece light novels, I'll release them here. I'll read and review them. But actually, I reviewed like 2 of them. It was one for Ace. But aside from those 2, I haven't reviewed anything else. So, if I come across anything else One Piece, I'll review them. So, yeah, it's quite interesting, in fact, doing this. Some say probably another reason you could say the reason I do this. Well, in a way, this kind of helps Crunchyroll. Because it allows them to finish dubbing the anime. And if you're really curious, how many more episodes have to be dubbed? No. Thank you. Okay, so how many more episodes have to be dubbed? As of right now, okay, so they've so far released up to episode 1096 dubbed. Let's see. 2 left to be dubbed. Let's see. There is 10. 20. Basically 26 episodes. Yep, 26. So it's going to take 2 more batches of dub episodes to come out to fully release all the dub. Yep, 2 more. And then the dub is all caught up. Yep. And it kind of frees up the dubber schedules. They're probably at that point, they're probably just waiting whenever the anime comes back. And maybe I might review the dub with the new episode, who knows? But hey, at least at that point, they're pretty much caught up. And this is probably the closest they've actually gotten to finish dubbing it. I mean, for the longest time, I've been wondering when they were going to finish dubbing it, and, well, now apparently they're going to finish dubbing it. So, in the case this episode covers chapter 1088. Yep, that's the episode we're on here. So, okay, the answer the obvious question. How many more chapters left to be adapted? There is exactly 37 left. Yep, 37. If I were... Well, you think could have been enough for the rest of the year? That could have been. They could have done that, but they have not done that yet. I'm not sure exactly why. They couldn't wait in, a little bit further, but I guess it shows this episode basically do it. So, here's what happened. So, like last time with the Beehive Island is basically using a giant hand across Garp ship. So, basically, and first for start with a flashback. Yes, a flashback when Kobe looked like he was under in a classroom with Garp, which this is from the manga. So it's not. It's much more expanded than the anime, where about how you say these two people, you have a baby and an old man, and Kobe's like, "Oh, I'll give the old man and baby the boats." He's like, "No, you say the baby, the old man's got a short life anyways." And I also see that apparently, like, Kobe's been training, like, using the battleship bags. Yeah, the battleship bags, like Garp and Akiji has been doing, Kuzan. Yeah. So after that, of course, that leads into to the end of the episode. So basically, Kobe does not. Of course, then we also have another flashback of how Kobe got to the island. Like, what exactly happened that led him to be captured? Well, the episode finally explains that. So technically, they had to get permission, according to the Navy officials, they had to get permission from the 5 elders to fight the emperors. And legally, they couldn't do anything. Well, here's Blackbeard just taking away 800 Navy soldiers. So, Kobe walks up to Blackbeard and says this: "In exchange for those men, release those men and take me instead." Probably because he's a more valuable prisoner. And of course, mentioned, oh, he's from Sword. Now, Blackbeard doesn't know that yet until another flashback that happened before this. And this happened in Amazon Lily. Interesting, they don't show Boa Hancock in this flashback. You're probably thinking, oh, did they cut that out? No, she's actually not there. I'm wondering, like, why in the world they wait so long to explain this? Well, they're just waiting how the manga presents it. So, Gar comes up with a decision. So, Kobe has to destroy the giant hand. Prince Gallus has to knock out the debris, and Meppa has to back him up. So, and Garp says to create an opening. So his opening is to get up, take his hand off his wound, and punch the beehive thing, the island, and then of course that delays it long enough for Kobe to use basically a special punch he creates called Honesty Impact and destroys the giant hand. Himepo is basically their backup. So Gallus uses his Gallus whip and takes all the debris. It's a little bit chunks land in the water, but not a lot of them will hit the ship anyways. And then they'll end up on board. And of course, also I think her name is what is her name here? It begins with K, not Kobe. Hybri? Yes, Hybri hugs Kobe. Ushikoro calls Kobe senpai, and it's implied she's in love with him. And of course, Gar basically, and of course you have Tashigi there. Of course, everything is accomplished. Like, gotta get the Admiral, and they have a contact spirit transponder and said, "Mission to rescue Kobe complete. Go." Basically, he's telling them to leave him there. Basically, the mission's only get Kobe, and he'll stay behind. You have Kuzan, who seals his wound with its ice power, and you see Stars of the Rain, you see like the big battleship, everybody's surrounded him, and of course they all leave, and then of course Kobe's rescued, Garp disappeared, he's not seen again for quite a while, until like 2 chapters ago. But he's alive and actually kept in being held prisoner on Pirate Island. So the episode ends by finally going back to Egghead by announcing, oh, Luffy is barricading himself on Egghead Island, set up the next act of this arc. But we won't get that next episode until April. Yep. But great episode. But not the end of the series. It's going hiatus. But we have a new anime, especially every next week. After that, that's pretty much it. I've not heard anything of any movie per se, but there's that. So now we're on news chapter among 11 or 29 living live dolls. Now we're reviewing any new chapter that comes out. That will still happen. Cover image is Oga Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Circuit Pilgrimage, Volume 16, Ninja Training in August Village, where Otama is training with Subaru Shinobu, who was put the weight back on, and you have Yamato basically sitting on top of Otama's dog. Chapter opens up with basically like, people are like, oh, Kingdom is doomed, world is ending. Not really. And like, oh, the pet's beaten up, and of course the cat basically runs out like running. And of course you have the Straw Hat dressed as Vikings, and the Sun God is basically now, is this Elbath? Not really. And of course, basically, apparently it's like some board that they're on. They go straight in no time. They go straight and just basically just probably get out of this, whatever this room is anyways. And the Sun God tries to catch him. I think he does. But they get out. And like, oh, mighty Sun God. Of course, basically, is like, he's still going after them. Usopp basically does one of his special blasts, and of course, Eber gets away. Except Luffy wants to use his gum. He goes mini fourth gear, where he has his King Kong gun, and he just punches something, and basically strides. And of course, then we see, looks like a flashback of how the heck they got here, where apparently they were all captured by this guy by this bird who takes Luffy, Usopp, Nami, Zoro, and like, oh, like the president, like basically because I want to go there, go to Elbath. Yeah. Of course, that's his lightning blast. Who the heck he is? Basically, Edo from Skypiea with a lightning blast thing. And Luffy does his Gum Kong gun. And punches basically like a wall. Oh, we're on the other side. And that's the chapter. It's an interesting chapter, but it seems as though, once again, well, not in the case of basically, well, unlike in the case of Hunter x Hunter, where basically advanced through a little. This one basically feels like we're past a portion of the story, but we're not there yet. It feels as though it should be more story here, but we'll probably save it for next week. Yeah, that will happen next week. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, do the dislike button. Well, next up is going to be My Hero Academia, but it's going to wait for a bit because basically after my dinner, I'm going to go see My Hero Academia. You're next. Watch that film. Do my review for it. And then I'm going to watch the newest episode of My Hero Academia because the season's almost done. I think you keep saying you're going to do Israel Turgo's Dungeon. That's going to happen, but it's going to happen after My Hero Academia. The reason why I'm doing My Hero for that one because My Hero is almost done with the season. Yep. Alright, so until this next video, bye.